next. We will give you our thoughts on our best plays for the weekend. 7:17, we will talk with Jackets insider Jeff Swoboda about the Blue Jackets. They lose last night 4-1 to the Avs. Many thoughts on that I'll share with you in a moment. Then coming up at 8:30, late 15, we have Morning Breath, so we'll hear some stupidity from people who should just shut up. Then at 8:30, in studio, Jackets legend, goalie for the inaugural Blue Jackets roster. That is Ron Tugnut. He is going to come back, a piece of Columbus history, joining us. An icon, nostalgic. Love it. We're going to have him on at 8:30, and I can't wear my Vote Tugnut shirt because I've outgrown it by multiple sizes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, when I got it.
I was wondering why you didn't wear it.
When I got it, I was in high school, and let me tell you, there's probably about 3 figures worth of LBs that have been added since that time. So that does not fit, but I still have it. So, yeah, Ron Tugnut, my guy. He'll be in coming up at 8:30. Jackets, of course, honoring some of that team against Tampa tomorrow night at Nationwide. We have tickets to give away for that as well in the 7 o'clock hour. So listen for your chance to win those. That Jackets game, by the way, last night, gross, bad, everything we were worried about.
Started off good.
No.
I had fun in the beginning, and then
they scored a goal early.
Yeah.
But they were getting outskated left and right. And
well, that's
Elvis was the best part of that game, honestly.
Elvis
he kept them in that game.
For all the criticism that Elvis get, he did the best he could on this one. He stopped a lot.
The whole game was played in the Jackets' defensive zone.
Yes.
I mean, you just can't.
No, I'm saying it's not his fault. And literally, it looked like one team was moving their feet and actually skating and trying to do things. The other team looked like they were standing in concrete waiting for the hockey game to happen to them. So that's not acceptable.
I'm looking at the highlights, and to your point, that's exactly what it's 4 people just standing.
Well, and I said this earlier, and I continue to say it about this season. I don't want moral victories at the end of this year. I don't want, hey, they were really close at the end and they almost made the playoffs. No. They need to make the playoffs. And I get, right now was a clear example, this game that they had last night. It's a clear example of a playoff caliber, Stanley Cup caliber level team, and then a team that struggles to make the playoffs. And it has to get better. And I don't understand, and I still will not understand, why this Jackets team went into this season with, I believe, I could be wrong on this. Please correct me, Jackets fans, if I'm wrong. I believe they have like $14 million in cap room left over, which is one of the higher, I think it's top 5 in the NHL for the amount of cap space that they have compared to the rest of the league. So explain that to me. I don't understand why you didn't do more this offseason to try to add. Not that they can't fix this and can't turn it around, but we're relying on all these young guys to now step it up and instantly take bigger steps than they took last year. And I just think that's not a guarantee. It's early, but that was not an encouraging sign last night at all in Nationwide. So
this is why Tyvis, when they lost to Nashville and got not even a point against New Jersey, that I was concerned, because then they had the game last night against the Avs. They play the Lightning tomorrow. Then they play the Stars. Then they play the Pens, who we'll see if they're going to be better this year.
It doesn't matter. It's the Jackets playing the Pens.
Right.
It's like any Ohio team playing Pittsburgh's team most of the time. Last night in the NFL didn't prove this, but usually the Jackets struggle with Pittsburgh anyway.
Unless they need to beat the Penguins to get the number 1 overall pick.
No,
and then they decide to beat them. They need to lose to get the number 1 overall pick.
Slot.
Then they will win.
That's all right. They still got Adam Fantilli. At the end of the day, it worked out.
I'm not going to get worked up about the Jackets today.
No, that's right. That's
not
right.
doing it.
Not today.
The day that you should be worked up, you're not going to.
Well, Tyvis,
that's wow.
There's so much season left to get worked up about them. We have no. What I'm saying is
we have
teams that are actually worth talking about right now.
Jackets aren't?
Not right now. Not the way they played last night. Play better, and I'd be more excited to talk about you. And we will talk Jackets with Jeff Swoboda, but yeah, I'm not wasting a lot of time on that team after that effort last night. That was pathetic.
I got a question about the game.
Okay.
So I
just said we're not wasting time on it.
I know, but this is I want you to educate me. You're teaching me.
I don't know if I can.
You're teaching me something. So in the second period, Voronkov catches the puck, throws it down, and it goes in.
Well,
why does that not count?
One, the rule is with the NHL, you cannot use any part of your body to.
Well, he did technically. He didn't throw it down. No. It kind of bounced off.
You can't use any part of your body to purposefully direct a puck into the net. Now, if it hits you and it goes in the net and you're just standing there, that happens all the time. That's fine. What happened was he was skating towards the net. It hit him in the chest. If his arm literally came up and then he did this waving motion at the puck, but he didn't hit it. Yeah, but they said and again, just know Toronto, whenever they review these, because all the reviews come from the NHL offices in Toronto, 9 times out of 10, they're going against the Jackets no matter what. It just feels like that. But in this case, I think their answer was there was too much going on that looked like it was purposeful redirection of the puck with his body. And that, I'm sure there's been examples where that hasn't been called and goals have been allowed. But I'm just telling you, that's their rule, is that even if it's your hip and you look like you were trying to knock it in with your hip, that's not allowed. If it hits your hip and just goes in, that's allowed. But you can't advance the puck towards the net purposefully is the distinction I believe they make. So that's the distinction they made there.
Thank you.
So that happened twice last night, actually.
What was the other time?
It happened again in the third period. They were down 2 goals when it happened. They called a hand pass.
Oh.
But it looked like the puck after the hand pass hit the goalie's blocker and then was shot in. So that one probably should have counted.
Yeah.
But it would have put them down 2 with 2 minutes left. So
the reality is waiting for the refs to bail you out. And I know the Avs are a great team, but also just look like you want to play hockey. They didn't look like they wanted it last night at all. They were just skating around, kind of waiting for the game to happen to them. It was not good. All right, here's how much it's going to cost if you want to go to this Steelers-Packers game next weekend. Sunday Night Football. This just puts in perspective for me how the NFL
$275
get in the door price is what I saw yesterday for this is, I believe, at Acrisure.
Wait, where are the seats?
These are the get in the door, the worst seats you can get. The top of the top. Nosebleeds. Get in the door price, $371 was the cheapest ticket I saw.
That's not real.
If you want to sit lower bowl, it's over real. $500.
I'm not hearing that.
And most of the tickets, dude, these are like NBA Finals prices. Now I know maybe after last night's game, maybe some Steelers fans will sell their tickets or whatever. But
does say tickets as low as $309.
Yeah, okay. So they went down a little bit. But I'm telling you, still over $300 to get in nosebleeds for a regular season NFL game. This is the example yet again, example 1,000.
The highest ticket of the week.
Of how many of these games the NFL can put any game on TV almost, it seems like, and it will become 20-plus million people.
$300 for nosebleeds?
I'm telling you, this game is insane.
It makes sense to me, though. Like, Steelers fans and Packers fans, they don't have anything else.
I think it is in Pittsburgh, right?
I don't want to come off as rude when I say this, but I don't know the price of tickets.
Neither.
I've never really bought tickets.
Me neither.
Yeah.
So but that just seems ridiculous.
That does sound like
$300 for a ticket. In the nosebleeds? Never.
No, people.
Never. I watch it from home. I watch it from home.
Must be nice.
I'll see people tweet I only paid $300 for these Pitt concert tickets, and I'm like, excuse me, only $300?
No,
what tickets?
I'm out
for
on
a pit for any big concert,
sitting low, sitting down in the front.
I would imagine Taylor Swift's tickets cost $300.
Oh, that's take out a mortgage payment, Tyvis.
If you maybe times that by 10, you can get on the floor, Tyvis. For
I'm saying to get in the door.
If you want to get in the door, times that by 5.
Yeah,
Taylor Swift tickets.
Tyvis,
is $1,000.
If you're getting them on resale, absolutely.
Yeah, if you didn't get them, because they sell out instantly.
Guess who don't care? Guess who can care less?
I just want to point out.
Your boy got him through the back channels. I wasn't paying $1,000.
$1,000 to go see Taylor Swift. I had that concert at my house. It's crazy.
We got Taylor Swift at home on Disney Plus.
This is why it's good for me, because I like bands that play in laundromats and bowling alleys. So, yes, that's what works for me. Best bets of the weekend coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Friday. As you're heading out, we are watching one crash on 104 westbound right at Refugee Road. Expect to run into crews over there. Also, things picking up on 33 westbound on the southeast side and out in Dublin on 270. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you're a sports card fan like me, you've got to check out Midwest Cards in the Arena District, right outside Nationwide Arena. These guys are true collectors themselves, and they've built a shop that lets you experience card collecting in a whole new way. They've got sealed boxes, packs, single cards, signed memorabilia, and plenty of TVs in their lounge. Yeah, they have a lounge. And don't forget the Card Bar, where you can open packs relax while you have an adult beverage. It's awesome. Stop by Midwest Cards today and tell them T-Bone sent you.
The Ohio State University Army ROTC isn't just a curriculum. It's more than just a path to a degree. For more than 150 years, we have been forging tomorrow's leaders. Here you will find your purpose, your mission, your ROTC family. At Ohio State, you're not just joining Army ROTC, you're stepping into a history of excellence that spans generations. Learn more at arotc.osu.edu. Buckeyes lead the way.
Millions of fans agree this Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. December 23rd, 2 shows, Nationwide Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. A portion of the proceeds benefits the James and Heather Pick Music Program.
In the spirit of Halloween, ooh, spooky, Awaken 180 is offering free consultation all month long. Find out how scary fast you'll lose the weight for free. Call 844-346-1800.
Newman Roofing, as part of its 2025 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to recognize individuals who have made an impact for people of all abilities. This week, we would like to honor Caden Cox. Caden made history as the first person born with Down syndrome to play and score in a college football game. His remarkable journey was featured on ESPN's College Game Day, and his football memorabilia is proudly displayed in the Chick-fil-A College Football Hall of Fame. This Down Syndrome Awareness Month, Newman Roofing is proud to join forces with 10 TV and The Fan in celebrating our ongoing commitment to the community.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any 4-tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $200 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyears and save up to $200 more. See store for details.
Did someone say jackpot? The Ohio Lottery's Mega Millions jackpot is up to $625 million. That's $625 million. Jackpots start at $50 million and grow faster than ever. Play today and pick up the new $5 Win Big Scratch Off. It has a top prize of $100,000, and non-winning tickets can be entered into My Lotto Rewards for a chance to win Cleveland or Cincinnati football tickets, and even a trip to football's biggest game. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
A government shutdown affects everybody. It means missed paychecks for our troops. It means delays for critical services for ordinary Americans. And it disrupts the work Congressman Mike Carey does to deliver results for his constituents. Like voting for the Social Security Fairness Act to get public servants like police, firefighters, and teachers their full Social Security benefits on time and without delay. Mike Carey also voted for a continuing resolution to keep the government open while budget negotiations continue. It passed the House with bipartisan support, but failed to pass the Senate, and the government still shuttered. Congressman Mike Carey urges our senators to put politics aside and reopen our government before innocent Americans are harmed further by the shutdown. To learn more about Congressman Mike Carey's bipartisan efforts to reopen our government, call Congressman Carey's office at 614-927-6902 or visit carey.house.gov. Paid for with official funds from the office of Mike Carey.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Hi, this is Max with Buckeye Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Winter will be here before you know it, and that means it's time to get your heating and plumbing systems maintained. Our True Comfort membership is designed to keep things in tip-top shape. Thank you for letting us keep your home comfortable and plumbing worry-free. And when you need us,
call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning. I'm Dylan Gonzalez. We had an exciting Thursday night football game between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals last night. Pittsburgh was up 10-0 to start the game, but all of a sudden the Cincinnati Bengals got hot and ended up winning a 33-31 shootout. Jamar Chase had a franchise record 16 catches in the win. The Columbus Blue Jackets were on home ice last night, taking on the Colorado Avalanche. The Jackets scored first on an Ivan Provorov goal, but the Jackets would not score again and lost by a final of 4-1. The CBJ will be back at it tomorrow against the Tampa Bay Lightning at Nationwide Arena. And finally, the Buckeyes will play at Wisconsin tomorrow. Kickoff is at 3:30, and as always, you can catch coverage right here on The Fan. This update was sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local, drink High Bank. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Gambling is a risky proposition, especially when you listen to these guys. Here's your best bets for the weekend.
All right, so on the season, I believe I am sitting right at 500. I think I went 1-1 again last week, barely.
I think I went 2-0.
I have the records. Me and Tyvis did go 2-0. T-Bone, you're 4-4 on the season, and me and Tyvis are 6-2 for a show record of 16-8.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Some good stuff.
That's pretty good.
Okay, all right. So here's where I'm going to go. We're going to start in college, and I am looking at an interesting line here for Arizona State. Arizona State at Texas Tech. Texas Tech is getting all the hype. They're undefeated. They're top 10. I think they're ranked 7th. And Arizona State's now 4-2. They've dropped a couple games, so people are starting to jump off the hype train for them. This game is at home for Arizona State. This game involves Sam Leavitt, their quarterback, is supposed to be back, I believe, because he's been dealing with an injury, but he should be back for this game.
Yep.
Texas Tech is over a touchdown favorite on the road here, and I doubt Texas Tech. I'm not saying that they're bad. They may still win this game.
They got their oil money right there, right?
I know they do. And I know that they've got some talented players, but I think that Arizona State team they have shown over the last few years that they know how to win games. And I think they will keep this close. I'm going to take the 7.5 points that Arizona State's getting. So give me those points at ASU in Mountain America Stadium in Tempe, Arizona. Let's go.
I'm going down to the Southeast Conference, and I'm going to see Ole Miss versus Georgia. Georgia is getting, they're laying 7.5.
Mm-hmm. They are at home.
They're at home. I like Ole Miss. Now, not on the money line. I ain't telling you the money line, but give me Ole Miss plus the 7.5. I think that worst case scenario, even if Georgia jumps off to a big start, I think Ole Miss offense can get them back in the game and it can turn into a game that's close.
You know, we talked about this one yesterday a little bit, that Ole Miss offense is top 5 in the country, averaging over 500 yards per game.
Yeah, and I just don't think Georgia's defense is what it once was.
No, I don't think it is.
I want to take them on the money line, but I'm not going to do that. So somebody behind the glass told me not to do that.
Yeah, Dylan is a big proponent. If you think they're going to win the game, just take the points and be safe.
You want a bonus? I tell you what, BYU money line. I don't care what this is. Let me, who's favorite in that game? BYU money line. I'm telling you.
Your official pick is Ole Miss, right?
I might switch it to BYU on the money line.
No, you can't might switch it. You have to pick. Are you switching it or are you staying? Utah is a 3.5
You know what? I've never been so sure about something in my life. BYU money line. Blank them points.
Utah is 5-1. They are 23rd in the country. They are 3.5-point favorites on the road at LaVell Edwards Stadium.
This is as easy.
In Provo, Utah.
This
where
is
BYU,
Utah
undefeated, host them.
Utah is like Klay Thompson to me. You always fade Klay's points in the NBA.
Okay.
You always go under on Klay. That's Utah. You always go against Utah, especially in a big game. BYU money line.
All right, Dylan.
Hold on. Is BYU the favorite?
No.
Okay,
Utah.
they're the dog, and
Yes.
you're just saying
Money. Bleep them points. Money line.
For the sake of this exercise, do you want BYU plus the points? Since we always do it.
For the sake of this exercise, I want BYU on the money line.
Whole chest, 10 toes down, whatever. Okay. I heard it all right there. So he's all in on BYU winning outright. Okay. No points.
All right.
F them points is what he said.
For the sake of this exercise, I don't think that's smart. But,
okay. Let him fine. Dylan, what's your pick for college?
badly want my pick to be Vandy -3 against LSU. Vanderbilt hasn't been a favorite in an SEC game since the 70s.
That's right.
Okay.
Incredible.
But the system that has been working on this bit has been unranked favorite against a ranked opponent. And we have one in Duke against Georgia Tech.
Oh.
Duke is a -1.5 point favorite against Georgia Tech at home. The system has been working, so why are we going to go against it? Duke -1.5 is my pick.
Lay the points. Okay, that's fair. On to the NFL. I'll tell you what. I don't believe in a team, and I've been saying how I don't believe in the Colts, but I'm not even going to aim there. I'm moving one state over to Chicago. I don't believe in this Bears team. I know they've reeled off 3 straight wins. I don't care. They are hosting the Saints this weekend, who are bad, but I don't think their defense is terrible, and I do think there is going to come a reckoning for Caleb Williams. I know everyone is like, the Bears are back, the Bears are great. No, I'm taking Saints are getting 4.5 points in this game. I'm taking the 4.5 points. I don't know if they win it outright, but I think they keep it close. So for me, I am taking Saints 4.5 on the road in Chi-Town.
I'm looking at something this is nasty. What I'm about to say.
The grosser the better for this segment. That's what who wants the high fly in action? We want the grossest games possible.
That I'm people not even go pay attention to this game.
I just gave you a Saints line. I can cope with this 100%.
This is worse.
Go ahead.
I'm taking the Jets to get their first win this week against Carolina. Give me the Jets. I don't even know if Garrett Wilson's playing. Doesn't even matter. I am going to take the Jets to get their first win this week.
Feels like Carolina.
But I do want the points.
Dylan, this is a song you would know. Feels like Carolina, looks like California.
Yes.
That's a country song.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. There we go.
So you guys went gross. I'm going to go grosser.
Yes, let's do it.
Tyvis, help me out with this.
Let's go.
Here we go, brownies. Here we go.
See, I avoided this game because there is a factor that's mitigating this game. The weather's going to be gross in this one. Disgusting.
It's $24 to get in this game. It's the lowest ticket in the league.
In Soviet Cleveland,
no, it's not actually.
Browns pay you to go to this game because it's terrible.
Actually,
it's
not
disgusting.
The lowest ticket is the Cowboys and Commanders, $22.
There is no business in the Browns being a favorite against a college team this season. Why are they the favorite against the Dolphins? I don't know. I think the Dolphins are better than the Browns, but I admit that I am stupid and don't know anything. The guys out in the desert know something. If they're making the Browns a -2.5 point favorite, I think Miami's going to be very public. Give me the Browns, baby.
Okay, taking the Browns to cover in what could be, a run-the-ball type of game for those Cleveland Browns. So there you go. Those are your best bets of the weekend. Tyvis has something to tell you about.
Yeah, many men remember their first time. But it's not the first time that you probably thinking of, not the Browns winning games and stuff like that. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. If you're over 50, it's likely that you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. Because Tri-State Men's Health has treatments when the pills and the herbals fail. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some of those treatments can have you last an hour or more. Yes, that's what we love in this world, to be able to stand up and give a performance where you get a standing ovation afterwards. There are 6 locations in Ohio, 2 of them located in Columbus. One is in Hilliard, the other one is in Westerville. Schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health today. Your initial visit is $99, which includes a medical consult with a licensed medical provider, a TNPSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. They have an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. So make sure you call them today at 800-900-9654 or visit TriStateMen'sHealth.com.
Jackets dropped the game last night against the Avs 4-1. They've got a big one tomorrow night at Nationwide. We will break all of that down and preview tomorrow night's game with Jeff Sabota, Jackets Insider, coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Friday. Slow-moving traffic on 70 westbound just past Hilliard Rome Road. Because of an issue, crews are clearing up right now. Also on 104 westbound right at Refugee Road. Watch for crews clearing out a crash from earlier this morning. I'm 10 TD's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Behind the O. Buckeye fans, Behind the O is now in the App Store. Free for fans, NIL for athletes. Download the Behind the O app today.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Be an early bird and save on your Thanksgiving turkey today. Select frozen grade A Kroger brand turkeys are 99 cents a pound with your card. Limit 2. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
At Kemba Financial Credit Union, we care about you. Consumers like you say they don't want monthly fees for checking, and we listen. Introducing hassle-free checking with no monthly service fee. Use it as an easy place to deposit and transfer your money, along with your everyday banking needs. Plus, Kemba's expansive digital banking services make it easy for you to bank how you want. At Kemba, we're always thinking of ways to put you and your finances first. Visit Kemba.org. Federally insured by NCUA. Restrictions apply.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
Now at Great Lakes Hyundai, lease a new 2026 Hyundai Tucson SE for just $189 a month. You heard it, $189. Plus, get owner assurance and America's best warranty. 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Only at Great Lakes Hyundai, Columbus or Dublin, or GLakesHyundai.com. With approved credit, $39.95 down plus taxes, fees, first month payment, 10 miles per year, ends 11/3.
Sonic Temple Art and Music Festival returns May 14th through 17th, 2026. The Black Parade is coming to Columbus with My Chemical Romance. And just announced, Bring Me the Horizon. Every sky will build my Over 40 bands announced so far, with nearly 100 more coming soon. Get your early bird passes now. Sonic Temple, May 14th through 17th in Columbus, Ohio. Secure your pass for only $1 down at SonicTempleFestival.com.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun, your way. That means every few minutes across Ohio, 20 out of 80 possible numbers are randomly picked. And if some of the numbers you pick match, voila, you're a winner. Keno doesn't require you to know a single thing about sports ball or overs, unders, pluses, minuses, or lines, or whatever else. Keno is as simple as, did some of my numbers match? They did? Great. You just raked in some dough. There are more than 20 hours of Keno draws every day and thousands of places to play statewide. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly. At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun, your way. That means you pick your wager. Will it be $1, $2, a crisp $20? Your call. Like picking your own numbers? Use any inspiration you like. Birthdays, jersey numbers, you name it. And if you don't feel like choosing, there's the Super Quick Auto Pick. With regular promotions that'll get you more bang for your Keno buck, multiple ways to win, prizes galore, and live draws every few minutes. Anytime is the right time to get in on the Keno action. Keno is always fun, your way. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Ryan Day's Buckeyes hit the road for a Big Ten battle with Wisconsin.
Live fan coverage starts Saturday at 10 with the kick at 3:30.
Listen on The Fan. Watch on 10 TV. Your flagship home of the Buckeyes, The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Michael Behrens with your latest forecast. A chilly morning out there of temperatures that'll be near the 30s for many. Frosty to the east of Columbus. But we warm up into the mid and upper 60s today with plenty of sunshine, though clouds increase toward the afternoon and evening. A stray shower could come down early Saturday before temperatures surge to the 80s. Showers and storms likely Sunday. That's your latest 10 Weather Impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
Never have I been so excited to get a whiff of sweaty jock straps. It's Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Yay, football, the fan. T-Bone and Tyvis present Talking Jackets. Talking Jackets.
It's a score! A turnover by the Islanders and Adam Fantilli. One more time. Puts it in the net.
Your look inside the world of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
I have got Blue Jackets tickets to give away. We will do that right after we talk to our guy, Jeff Sabota, Jackets Insider, joining us now on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Jeff, not the game we wanted last night for the Jackets. They dropped 4-1 to the Avs. A tough opponent, but, goaltending didn't seem like it was the problem last night. Elvis, in his 2 opportunities, has played really well so far this year.
No, I would agree with everything you just said there. Not the best performance for the Jackets last night. Colorado, is one of the best teams in the league, and they really kept the Jackets from getting to their game and doing what they wanted to do. But Elvis Merzlikins kept the Jackets in that game, and it's the second time this year out of his 2 starts that he's done so. I think he's at a .920 save percentage right now, which is, you would take that. Jet Greaves is at a .932. So if you have 2 goalies who are playing at that level, that's a pretty good sign. And so, the goals that went in last night for the Avs, there was a screen and a couple deflections, and those are 2 things as a goalie that make it really tough on you. And so there wasn't much that Elvis could do on the goals scored against him. But by and large, not only has he played well, but Jet has played well. And I think that's something that, can really benefit this team is if you have a tandem and you have 2 goalies that can feed off of each other and both be able to go into the net and turn in really good performances and be a team back there. We've seen that more and more throughout the NHL over the last couple of years where, the days of the 60 to 70 star goaltender are no longer there. You have guys that, duos that tend to carry the mail, and it's worked out really well for a lot of teams, and so far it's working for the Jackets.
Jeff, what are some things that we can do to fix this? Like, now that we're in season, we see what's going on. We see that we're not, we're spending a lot of time on defense. How do they go about fixing this? Is it a trade? Is it that guys just need to step up and play better? What do you see as a solution to the problem?
Yeah, at this point, I guess you could never rule anything out, but I don't think there's anything drastic coming. The record is 1-3. I would say, last night was a game, and they fully admitted it afterward, where they did not play their best. They did not feel like they played their brand of hockey, which is not ideal, obviously. But you have those games throughout the season. The first loss in Nashville and the loss in the home opener the other night against Jersey. I think you could argue, they played pretty well in those games, and very well could have won had they not lost the special teams battle. And so it's going to come down to, just tuning things up, getting back into practice. And we're 4 games into an 82-game season, so things are going to get better that are not going great. But things that are going great are probably also not going to always stay great. That's just the nature of the beast. But the special teams are going to get better. They're going to probably score more goals. I mean, you look at it; they've scored. I think in the 3 losses, they've scored a combined 4 goals, which is. A year ago, the puck was going in pretty easily in a lot of times. But there was also, a game in Minnesota on Saturday where they scored 7. So, it's early. Things are going to get figured out in the wash, and they just need to stay the course and get better at some of the issues that have been struggling so far. Like I say, I think the special teams are going to get better. I think they've shown goal scoring is going to come. They just have to stay the course, not panic. They do like their team. Some of the guys, including Elvis, talked last night about how this team is close. They believe in each other. They're not going to let a slow start in the record deter them and determine their season. So it's up to them to now just keep putting in the work to prove it.
Jackets Insider Jeff Sabota joining us on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. So one of the things I think this team's going to obviously have to deal with this year, and I know it's part of the plan, is you have a lot of young guys who took steps last year, and the plan is they need to take more, like another step this year. There needs to be a progression for a lot of these young guys. And I think like kind of one of the barometer guys for me on that is Kent Johnson, where a great, talented, skilled player. But to play in the NHL, you obviously have to be able to stay on the puck. You obviously have to be able to help your team keep possession. And at times, not that it's all on him, but I think he's an example of a guy who's like, the skill's there. There's the other parts of his game, and he's getting opportunities. He had, I think he was like top 5 in ice time, at least for the forwards last night, and he's been playing on the top 2 lines. Like, this is a guy who's getting his opportunities. So how does Coach Evison kind of balance that with, like, we need to win games, but we also need to let these guys develop and grow, and you need to allow them to have games where maybe they don't have their best performance?
Yeah, and that is really kind of the story that is going to be one of the key factors of the season, is how those guys kind of keep progressing. It was a year ago, whether it be Kent or Fantilli or Marchenko, or you can go up and down the list. Pretty much uniformly, all of the young guys who were thought to be key pieces of the puzzle for the Blue Jackets going forward all got better, and they didn't just get better; they took huge strides, really. And so, how do they keep doing that? And I think everybody always, wants to think like, oh, they did, this at a certain age, the next year or the year after, it's a straight line. They just keep getting better. And, sometimes it's just not the way it goes. It's just natural in sports or life that, we don't always travel in straight lines. And so, yeah, that's something that is a little bit of a worry is, do you see some guys, sometimes take a step back to go 2 steps forward, and, but at the same time, it's no fun going through that step back. And so, you look at it, and you just have to remember that there are going to be sometimes where things don't always, work out exactly the way you think they are in the short term. You look at someone like Kent, for example, you mentioned him, and he kind of looks like he's pressing already a little bit. There were some times last night where, he's such a great playmaker, one of the most talented guys in the league, especially at setting guys up. But, he probably had some shots last night. He passed up opportunities to try to make a play when probably the better play was the shot. And, these are things, as you kind of said there, the guys just have to work through. You're going to go through these stretches. Even the great players go through stretches in hockey where they feel snake bit or they just feel a little bit off. But I think a big part of it is, as you said, kind of playing through it and learning how to play through it. And, the biggest thing about pro sports sometimes is you can't let one bad game or 2 bad games become 3 or 4 bad games. And I think that's something they're still, in the process of learning. And I think sometimes you have to play through it, and sometimes you have to kind of take a step back. And it's just all part of the process of figuring out how to be the best player you can be on a regular basis.
Well, I know tomorrow night's a big celebration, 25th anniversary of this team. A lot of the alumni are going to be in town for that. We're going to have Ron Tugnut on the show coming up at 8:30 later today. How good has it been for you guys to get to see some of the, the former players coming in and to see some of the connections that have been made with those guys, the fans, and the people who work there and have worked there for a very long time at the arena, who get to see some of these players that they watched when the arena first opened?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And one thing that was pretty cool yesterday with Cam Atkinson being back, it's being around the team now for 8 seasons. I've known Cam for 8 years, and so it was really cool to see him. And Rusty Klesla was there, who was someone I don't think ever met since he was here before my time with the Jackets. So it was really cool to see him. And with Jean-Luc Grandpierre, they were talking some original Blue Jackets last night. So it is really cool. They're names that, when you think about hockey in this town, you can't help but think of names like Klesla being the original draft pick and Atkinson being a player that was such a fan favorite. So really cool to kind of put some names to the faces and celebrate the history of this organization. And there's going to be more coming throughout the year. And so it is really cool because, I'm old enough, I had hockey cards with some of these guys when I was growing up. And so it's pretty cool to actually, the ones I haven't had a chance to meet yet, really neat to be able to do so and introduce yourself and kind of talk about the history of making this a hockey town, which it definitely has become.
Well, tomorrow night, hopefully they can get one for the fans. Obviously, this homestand would be nice to get a victory there, and it should be a good atmosphere yet again. I know a lot of Jackets fans will remember the time that they played Tampa in the playoffs and how that went for us. It was a very nice memory. Hopefully they can replicate some of that tomorrow night. But Jeff Svoboda, we appreciate it. We'll talk again next week, all right?
All right, sounds good, guys. Thank you.
There you go. Jackets Insider Jeff Svoboda on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Tyvis, what I want tomorrow night, because you had Tampa come in, and I think we all remember how that went. Tampa a few years ago. We let them know who's going to break the news to Steven Stamkos. He's not there, but I want that to happen tomorrow night. So here's an easy one for Jackets fans. If you want to win tickets to this, 614-821-9710. The first person who can call in and tell me how many games did Tampa win in that playoff series against the Jackets in 2019, they will win. Whoever gets that right first, 614-821-9710, you will win a pair of tickets to that game. You can go watch Jackets skate around and hopefully get that victory because it wasn't good last night. It was not anywhere close to good. And they need to be better tomorrow night. Hopefully they will be.
It's nice to hear y'all say it in a soft tone because just 3 days ago.
What do you mean a soft tone?
It's not like y'all were not as aggressive as y'all was the last time when they lost. Like you and Dylan was like, I had to talk y'all off
because
cliff.
this was a game yesterday where the Avs are clearly better, and it's depressing to know that. Mm-hmm. But like in that Devils game, they were right on the doorstep, had a chance, couldn't get it done. This one, sad to say, they were outclassed. They were completely outclassed last night. So what are you going to do? Hopefully tomorrow night they don't get outclassed. That's what I'll say. That's the only. I mean, that's where it's at.
But Tampa Bay is good.
Yeah, they're good, but
the Jackets should be able to win this game.
I don't know. I don't know what this team is right now. If they play like last night, they won't beat anybody. They won't beat the Regina Rough Riders. I don't know. Whoever. Some team in the ECHL. I don't know. They won't beat the Saskatoon Sasquatches. They won't beat anybody if they skate like that. But hopefully tomorrow night we see a better effort. So good luck. 614-821-9710. Tickets could be yours. We come back. 2 minutes. There's going to be a little weather for this game for the Browns and the Dolphins. One of us is happy about that. The other is not. We'll discuss in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Friday to you. 2 issues to flag for you. First on 70 westbound, just past Hilliard Rome Road. We've got the left lane blocked off as you're heading westbound. Expect to run into some slow-moving traffic over there. Same thing on 104 westbound right at Refugee Road. Crews are clearing out a crash on that ramp. I'm 10 TD's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining built Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Did someone say jackpot? The Ohio Lottery's Mega Millions jackpot is up to $625 million. That's $625 million. Jackpots start at $50 million and grow faster than ever. Play today and pick up the new $5 Win Big Scratch Off. It has a top prize of $100,000, and non-winning tickets can be entered into My Lotto Rewards for a chance to win Cleveland or Cincinnati football tickets. And even a trip to football's biggest game. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Newman Roofing, as part of its 2025 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to recognize individuals who have made an impact for people of all abilities. This week, we would like to honor Caden Cox. Caden made history as the first person born with Down syndrome to play and score in a college football game. His remarkable journey was featured on ESPN's College Game Day, and his football memorabilia is proudly displayed in the Chick-fil-A College Football Hall of Fame. This Down Syndrome Awareness Month, Newman Roofing is proud to join forces with 10 TV and The Fan in celebrating our ongoing commitment to the community.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Every time Tyvis laughs, take a drink. Just kidding. You'd be dead in 30 seconds. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Make sure that y'all tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis at 97.1 to get all your thoughts off. Or you can always hit us up on that YouTube chat. It's always lively in there. We do a great job of trying to respond to you guys. All right.
I like how you patted yourself on the back there. Like, we do a great job of responding to you. We do. I agree with you. We do a great job. We talk all the time.
Even Dylan be in there too.
Dylan gets in there and he'll argue with people, which I like. That's good.
Yeah. All right. So now for this next one, for all you people that like weather, the game should be played. Football should be played outdoors. That's what you say, isn't it?
That's what I say.
Well,
yeah.
I want you to know. I want you to go ahead. I want you to pay $24 and I better see you on Sunday in Cleveland at Huntington Bank Field.
You know
what? You know what the weather's going to be? It's
What's
going
that?
to be 66 degrees. It's going to be raining. And there will be 38-mile-per-hour wind gusts.
Which, up on the lake, it's going to be more like 60.
Yeah.
Because they'll say that's what it's anticipated to be. It'll be double that.
It's good. So anybody that's been Browns fans that's been wanting to see this offense be explosive, this ain't the game. This is not the game.
Listen.
This is going to happen. It's going to be a lot of running the ball. But you know what's funny? So I was thinking about this. The last time that I went to a Cleveland Browns game where the weather was just disgusting was like 2 years ago. They played the Saints, and it was like I don't think it was snow. It was very windy. It was very cold, and it was a Deshaun Watson game. This must have been probably when he came back from his suspension, so maybe that was 3 years ago. Can't remember. Anyway,
hard to keep them all straight.
Yeah, they all
between the injuries and the suspension.
Yeah, they all run together.
Straight,
But anyways, in that game, the thought was, well, if it's going to be that windy, sure enough, they're not going to throw the ball. It's going to be a big run the ball. The Browns threw the ball 31 times that game. They played the Saints. The Saints threw it 15 times that game.
I'm telling you right now, I've seen a lot of people saying about this game because it's going to be rainy and crappy and gross. And I have thoughts on why that's beautiful, but I'll get to that in a second. What I'm going to tell you now, what do we know about Kevin Stefanski and the Browns Brain Trust? They are always accused of, correctly, being the smartest guys in the room. So if it's rainy,
final score 17-10
and gross, what would you think they're going to do?
You would think run the ball.
Run the damn ball.
Well,
Sean Judson's going to get 25, 30 carries.
To be fair, Nick Chubb had 24 carries for 92 yards.
Okay.
Deshaun Watson was 15 for 31 with the pick.
Okay. What I'm telling you is
31 times.
I think Kevin Stefanski will say, let's air it out, because they're not expecting that. I guarantee, I'm telling you, I think that will be the game plan, because they will say, no, they expect us to run the ball. Everyone's going to stack the box. So now we let our young quarterback move the pocket, get out there and make some throws. Now he's going to throw it to wide receivers who can't catch, so that'll be a lot of fun in the rain. But the point is, I am anticipating whatever level of stupidity that you can imagine. That's what I'm anticipating for this game.
Do you remember like a couple of years ago when the Bills played the Patriots? And the Patriots ran the ball all game. And I think Mac Jones threw the ball maybe 3 times the game.
I don't know if it was 3, but I do remember the game you're talking about.
They ran the ball. Yes. And I think they won. If I remember correctly, I think they won that game.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it was the Michigan against Penn State J.J. McCarthy special, where you just run the ball and don't let your crappy quarterback throw the ball.
Yeah, I totally agree with you that, that's what should happen. It should be a running game, but I could just see the Browns deciding to throw the ball. Also, they may be down because I don't know, man. I wouldn't think it's going to be a big passing day for Tua, but he has the ability to hurt you. Like with his arm. He just also has the ability to throw his teammates under the bus and cause a lot of division on that roster. But when it comes to actually playing the game, he'll throw some picks, but he also can sling it. So
here it is. I found it. The Patriots beat the Bills 14-10. They ran the ball 46 times for 222 yards. Mac Jones was 2 for 3.
See, going back.
That's great.
That's disgusting.
That's hilarious.
Going back to the weather in this game, I feel like that's why Cleveland is the favorite. I think if we're playing this in a dome, like all football games should be played.
No.
Stop. But what are we talking about here? It's a battle of 1 and 5 teams. Like, they both stink. The Browns are at home. And what do we, every time, even when Miami was good a couple of years ago, when did they crap the bed? When the weather was bad.
Well, yeah, fair enough. What I will add on the, as far as this game goes, I think this is one of the few games you will see in an NFL season where both fan bases, the majority of them are like, I hope my team loses.
So they can fire the coach on Monday.
I was talking with my guy, Zoran. Zoran, big listener of the show. He's been with us for years. He's brought us food to the station. He's brought us Serbian moonshine. My guy.
He done with Stefanski?
Zoran, no. Zoran's a Dolphins fan.
Oh.
And I said,
with McDaniel.
Because we were messaging each other, and he's like, buddy, what do you think about this game? I said, I think both of our fan bases want our teams to lose. He said, spot on. I hate this guy. I want him fired. He wants Mikey McD gone. Well, and most Browns fans, I think, are at the point where they want Kevin Stefanski gone. They want a top 5 pick. How do you get that? You don't get that by winning games like this. You need to lose, because this has draft implications. Both these teams are probably going to win fewer than 5 games. right? So when you play head-to-head, this is the inverse of like a playoff.
I predicted 8-9.
Two playoff caliber team. 8-9 for this Browns team.
It's still on the table.
They could still get there mathematically.
It's still on the table.
Oh, my God. I know they can
Hold on, Tyvis, pull up the schedule. Pull up the schedule.
No. I refuse. I'm going to veto
look at
that.
it. Hold on, let's look at it because we got through the tough part of the season. Listen, we start with the Dolphins, and then like winning is like contagious. Like you want that feeling. It's like once you get it once, it's like I gotta have it. It's like sex. You gotta have it again and again and again. So they gonna beat the Dolphins and get that sensation, and then they gonna beat the Patriots.
Stop.
Then the Jets.
No,
Lamar ain't gonna be back for the Ravens.
No, he will be, and he's
they gonna beat the Ravens.
No, the Ravens.
Then they got the Raiders.
Ravens are gonna be BTA.
That's 1, 2. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 right there.
I believe.
So all I need is 2. They got the Titans. That's 7.
I believe. And by the way, speaking of the Titans, I believe Cam Ward has an accurate descriptor of this team and this game. We asked. That's right.
I would like to call out 2 members of the show that isn't you guys. Brianna Albizu and Meredith Garfello, who are on vacation right now.
Yes.
Remember they came in and they said they wanted to go to a Browns game, and I said, I know Browns season ticket holders that will sell your tickets when they're bad. They don't even need me.
No.
This is the game they should have went to.
I know. Maybe that's where they're going. Well, actually,
Meredith is in
she's
Miami.
in Miami for a wedding, she said. She posted a video this morning, which, by the way, that's why we're not doing her segment today, is because she's gone, but she'll be back next week. We usually this time would be talking weather with her, and she would have, I'm sure, lots of thoughts on this game when it comes to the weather. But, yeah, look.
Sunday morning, these tickets are going to be $9.
Well, they will be. But here's why.
Who wants to go out in them elements?
No, listen to me. It's not because it has a little bit to do with the weather.
Yes.
Sure. Okay. But if you're telling me if both these teams were 5-1 and Dylan Gabriel was like rookie of the year conversation and Tua was having a resurgence and Tyreek Hill hadn't broken his leg, like if it was 2 5-1 teams, these tickets would be over $100.
This is a historic game, and you don't even realize it. This is the first time that 2 Hawaiian left-hand quarterbacks will be the starting quarterbacks in a football game.
It's a great point.
This is the first time since 2006 that 2 left-hand quarterbacks are going to be going against each other, 2 starting left-hand quarterbacks.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Big right tackle day.
A lot of history.
It's a big right tackle day out there.
During one of Dylan Gabriel's media availabilities earlier this week, one of the reporters was like,
yes.
Tua, do you know him? And it's like, just because they're both from Miami or Hawaii and play football,
right. They're
best friends?
That's not great. That does feel like, oh, yeah, you're from New York. So is my cousin. Do you know them? It's like in New York City? No, I don't know them. Sorry. I know it's an island. It's a little smaller than New York, but still, come on. Yeah, it's a little lame. Now, on to the weather that you guys are crapping on. Let me tell you right now, this is natural grass. This is rain. There's a little wind. This is football weather. This is what it's made for.
So you going to pay the $24 and go sit out there.
Let me tell you something. One, I don't live there. So I got to drive all the way up there. I'm not driving up there. However, yeah, if I lived there, this would be the type of game I would absolutely seek out.
No, you would not.
Yes, I would. Because, Tyvis,
I can't believe you going to get on this radio a lot like this.
I have sat in rainy Crew Stadium and now Lower.com Field many a time to watch a game and watch my team get beat or win or whatever in the cold, in the rain. I would go to the Shoe to watch the Buckeyes in the rain. I have done that.
I don't do that anymore.
I don't care.
You know, I'm going to tell you why, though.
Why?
Because it was a rainy, cold day. Ohio State was playing a team called Michigan State. The tickets were cheap.
Hey.
I went to the game.
Stop the story.
I watched Tyvis Powell play. And what the Buckeyes do? They lost all because I got to go watch Ohio State play Michigan State, and it was rainy and cold, and the tickets were $37. I was like, "This is heaven."
You living in the past.
You know why they lost? You know why they lost that game?
I don't live in the past.
They lost that game because they needed, honestly, in that game, they needed better wide receivers. They needed a guy who's now playing in the NFL. If they had him, they would have won.
They wouldn't have thrown it to. Oh no, they would have tried to throw it to him in the rain instead of giving it to your All-American running back, Ezekiel Elliott.
No,
who's that guy?
Kevin Stefanski would have called like 50 pass plays for that, and he's going to do that on Sunday. I promise you. Now, I'm just saying, there's going to be you're telling me, Tyvis. We're watching this game. You're going to be watching it. You're going to be talking about it on the post game and all that stuff.
Watching it from the press box.
Okay, right. And what I'm saying is when you see Quinshon Judkins break off like an 8-yard run, and he gets tackled to the ground, and two guys like drive him into the ground, and he gets up, and there's a chunk of turf there, and there's grass stains and mud on his uniform, and he pulls that chunk of turf out, throws it on the ground, and then hits his chest. Turf sciences. Yes, grass. That's what I'm saying. He pulls that out. Yes, he pulls that out. He looks at the crowd. He pounds his chest, and he goes first down. You telling me you're not going to be like, yeah. Like that gets me fired up when there's a little rain, a little wet, a little gross.
Personally,
that's what I want.
Personally, it would fire me up even more, and it'd be even louder if it was in a dome.
Good.
And people would be comfortable.
Yeah, because that's, you know what? They can do WrestleMania outside in the rain. Oh, wait, no, they can't. They could play the Final Four outside. Oh, wait, no, they can't. The only sport that is made for the rain and the cold and the gross is football.
No, it's not.
And soccer. But that's also called football, so we're good.
No,
I'm just saying, baseball, you can't play baseball when it's
not
like that.
It's not putting a good product on the field.
It's putting good aesthetics in my brain.
Like, it's not entertaining.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It is.
Because it's like if you want to watch Miami because Miami is all speed. Well, they're not going to be able to do speed when it's raining and wet and slippery.
Right. That's why I think
it defeats the purpose. So I'm not getting a good idea of the product.
No, it's a great equalizer. Because, look, if you've got a sports car, but then the job requires that you have to go off-roading, well, your sports car's not going to work. You need to be an all-terrain vehicle. You need to be good in all conditions, in all weather. That's what football's about. Overcoming, being built for everything.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Overcoming injuries, that's about it.
Here's what I'm telling you right now. What I'm hearing... SAWFT, soft. I would be out there. If I didn't live 2.5 hours away, I'd be out there in the elements.
You had all your life.
Terrible team.
You had all your life to do that. And what occupation did you choose? Radio inside. I rest my case.
Yeah, you're right. I do play in a dome. I'm like the guys who are working on the road crew. They are actually playing like in football weather. I am in here in the climate-controlled dome that we work from. So you're right. All right, coming up at 8:15 or 8:17, we will have Morning Breath. People who just need to shut up. That could be me. Also at 8:30, we will talk to Ron Tugnut, former Blue Jackets goalie. But next, got a big slate of college football games. We'll get into them next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Just one crash right now. 70 westbound past Hilliard Rome Road on the west side. We've got crews blocking the right shoulder over there as you pass Hilliard Rome Road. Again, that's going westbound on I-70. Everything else looking nice and clear. 33 westbound on the southeast side picking up. Also 71 into downtown, getting busy as well. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Enjoy rates lower than the national average, plus special rates on balance transfers with a Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card from BMI Federal Credit Union. Apply today at bmifcu.org/visa.
Football season's heating up, and so are the deals at Germain Toyota. Right now, drive home a rugged 2025 Toyota Tacoma with 2.99% APR for up to 48 months, or go big with the all-new 2026 Toyota Tundra, also 2.99 APR for up to 72 months. Built tough, built smart, built for whatever your game day brings. Find your next Toyota at Germain Toyota at the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road, or start your next adventure online at germaintoyota.net. Germain Toyota of Columbus. See dealer for details.
You've heard about the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Yeah, that's an old one. My dad told that one to me. But when it's your real feet, it's not a game. It's awful. Hey, it's Anthony. I had pain in my feet and my lower back, so I went to the Good Feet store and got the support I needed in my shoes that changed the game for me. I went in and they personally fit me for arch supports that would be perfect for my feet. The fitting process is simple. They ask the right questions about exactly what I was experiencing and the lifestyle I want to be able to live. They professionally measured my feet and arch size, and before I knew it, I was wearing my new arch supports home. Get back to living the life you love with the Good Feet store. For more than 30 years, they've taken great pleasure in helping thousands discover the comfort they've been dreaming of. I'm a customer. I have their 3-step system put into all of my shoes. Get professionally fitted at the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City. Learn more at goodfeet.com.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer.
When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could dump all your problems on someone else's back? Well, when you wake up to a clogged drain or a plumbing issue, make that Mr. Rooter's problem.
Call 855-MISTERS today or MrRooter.com.
Call Mr. Rooter. He'll be there quick.
Truck drivers, have you been searching for a more reliable driving job? Get the paychecks and predictability you need as a Schneider driver. Schneider's large selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers have access to great benefits with a 401k match and a 24/7 support team. Get the keys to a better driving job. Search openings near you and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota, and it's tire time at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. Now through October 31st, you can buy 3 tires and get 1 for $1. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com to schedule your appointment today, or hurry in to Tansky Sawmill Toyota on the corner of Sawmill and 161 in Dublin to get those cars ready for winter. And when you think tires, think Tansky.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
When you're building a nursery school, elementary school, charter school, high school, vocational school, or jiu-jitsu school, lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. With the largest rental fleet and most rental locations in Columbus, you can count on us to get you the right equipment at the right price right now. No matter what you got going in or going up. All powered by people. For equipment know-how, support, transport, and training. No wonder the Columbus builders who are building Columbus lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. Learn more at sunbeltrentals.com.
Wake up and laugh with the Bob and Tom Show on the Fan 2.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
It says here they've won 5 Marconi Awards. I can't even spell Marconi. The Fan 2, Columbus's home of the Bob and Tom Show.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Federal Elite Heating and Cooling and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
2 men with 5 combined offspring. None of them have penises. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. I was telling Tyvis in the break, one of my favorite bands announced they're going on tour.
He out of line.
They're going, the closest they're coming here is West Virginia.
How far is that?
Well, I think it's, I forget if it's Charleston or Huntington. Wherever it is, it's like 3 hours away. I'm going to try to get tickets and go to that show.
You hear this, right?
And I mentioned this to you, and then what do you say to me instantly?
I said, so you mean to tell me you would travel 3.5 hours to go see this band play, but you won't travel 2.5 to go see the Browns play in the rain?
Here's the difference.
Makes no sense.
No. Here's the difference.
Makes no sense because he just told me it was too far away. That's why he wasn't going to go.
No, I said it's too far away is one of the factors. But here's the other.
You rather than travel 3 hours.
Here's the difference. When I go to watch a band play, they don't show up and go, "Hey, we forgot how to play our songs. Oh, we didn't bring a drum set. Can someone do a little? Can you make the beat on the floor?" The Browns forget how to play football every time I go watch them. They'll actually play the music.
They're favored to win.
Great.
You could go see them win their second game of the season, potentially.
Yeah. The equivalent of this Browns-Dolphins game would be like if you went to go to Sonic Temple and all the bands were like, okay, we're all doing kazoo sets today. And it's just, we're going to try to imagine what you think this should sound like and then give us some credit because we're going to try our best. But we just, half the guys that should be here are all gone. We just traded them away.
You know what else is in West Virginia?
What's that?
Whitewater rafting.
Oh, yeah, we can go. And let's go in the winter. That's really the time you want to hit those rapids right then and there.
It's almost heaven, guys.
Yeah, that's
practically heaven.
They say. I like, too, that, wasn't that the thing with that John Denver song where it was I believe that song, that the Country Roads Take Me Home, West Virginia. I want to say I can't remember if it was that. There was another state in New England, maybe Massachusetts, West Virginia. I think it's the same number of syllables. And he was debating which state to use. And he just picked one that fit the syllables for the song. He didn't have any affinity for West Virginia, but now it's become like the John Denver special. Everyone thinks he loved West Virginia.
I'm grossed out by what you just said. Almost heaven, Massachusetts. That would not be a hit.
Maybe it was New Hampshire. I don't know. Or Vermont. I don't know. I think it was Massachusetts.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
But no.
Good for him that he figured out Massachusetts does not have the same appeal. Like,
what kind of roads would take us home in Massachusetts?
Park the car so we can go whitewater rafting, John. No, not the same vibe. Not the same vibe at all. All right. West Virginia's college football team, not very good, but there are some college football teams that are good that we're going to talk about here. We previewed some of these games. We talked about LSU Vandy. We talked about Georgia Tech Duke. A game that we didn't really get to yet today at all is this big game between USC and Notre Dame. It's a rivalry game that may be going away. And I don't know why we can't figure this out with all of the money in college sports. Don't people want to see USC and Notre Dame play each other? Doesn't that make you happy as a fan when you hear that those two teams are going? Now, maybe you say I want them both to lose, and maybe you hate watch this game, but people will pay attention to this game. I don't understand why it's going away. But the last iteration of it for now is at Notre Dame, 7:30 on NBC. Number 20 USC is a dog by 9.5 points in this game for Notre Dame.
That's crazy that they that much of a dog.
People believe in Notre Dame's best.
Notre Dame's almost take USC plus the points. They
Notre
got a
Dame's
great
best
offense.
wins this year. Their best wins have been their 2 losses. That is the best wins on their schedule are the games they lost. And I feel like people are heavy on Notre Dame because they feel like they're going to show USC what's up. And I don't think they are. I think USC, I'm with you. I think USC is going to be right in this game.
I would take, what's the over under?
60.5.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, they know what they're doing out there, Tyvis.
Right. Yeah, that's about right. I was hoping it said like 49. I was going to be like, take the over.
No. But how do we feel? Like I feel like USC could absolutely win this game. I know they have some injuries they've suffered lately. Like in the last week, I think they had a couple guys that are going to be missing for them. But I would take them at least to cover that spread, the 9.5.
Honestly, I think that USC coming off of that Wolverines game is perfect for them to beat Notre Dame because the Wolverines is a physical team. They want to run the ball. And the way that they were able to match that physicality and stop that run game, like when you think of Notre Dame, that's kind of, they got them 2 running backs. So obviously that's the thing.
It's a step up from what Michigan's bringing, to be fair.
True, but I mean, Justice Hayes is doing his thing. So,
yeah, he was. Did he get hurt in that game?
Did he get hurt in that game?
I can't remember if he did or not. I feel like he maybe I'm wrong.
He might have.
I may be wrong.
He might have.
I've got a lot of stupid things in my head, so I may be confusing something.
But I just think that them having that type of game before playing Notre Dame actually is going to prepare them well. CJ Carr has been playing a lot better than obviously the couple of losses that he had. He's been playing really well. So I don't know, man. I can see it going either way. I really can. I'm kind of torn between this game, but I probably, if I was betting, I would definitely take USC plus the points.
I'll tell you what I'm rooting for is for USC to put the Notre Dame narrative to bed. Like this week, done.
Well, this is it. They lose.
Get out of this.
If Notre Dame lose this game, it's done. They should fall all the way out of the top 25.
And I hope.
And if they still in the top, because when they was 0-2 or 1-2, it was ridiculous that they was even in it. If they lose and they still in the top 25, the AP is dead to me.
I don't disagree with that.
It's dead to me.
But you know what? I wouldn't. I hope not. I hope they don't leave them. But again, they have to actually lose this game. Notre Dame is favored by 9.5. Like we said, it would be a little bit of a surprise if USC pulls this upset, but I think they have the ability to do so. I hope they do. One big name for the Penn State job is apparently off the board after the news we had yesterday. We will talk about Curt Cignetti's new deal next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and happy Friday. Just one crash on 70 westbound just past Hilliard Rome Road. We've got the right shoulder slightly blocked off as crews clear that out. Everything else, though, looking nice and clear. Make it a great day and a great weekend. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
Save faster, borrow smarter, and move sooner with CME. Earn 6.5% APY with an Ohio Homebuyer Plus savings account, plus a low 5.1 mortgage rate when it's time to buy. Start your path to home ownership with CME Federal Credit Union. APY means annual percentage yield. APY 6.5%. APR varies. Terms and eligibility apply. Visit CMEFCU.org.
Country music's biggest selling superstar, Luke Combs,
presents My Kinda Saturday Night Tour.
Sounds like my kind of Saturday.
Luke Combs, live in concert in Columbus, playing at Ohio Stadium, Saturday, April 25th, with special guests Dierks Bentley, Ty Myers, Jake Worthington, and Thelma and James. Get tickets this Friday at 10 a.m. at lukecombs.com.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Right now, save big on all Halloween candy. You can save 33% with your digital coupon. Selection varies by store. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Matty Ice here. How far are you willing to drive for a great deal on a new vehicle? Well, I made the short drive north to McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion and got my new car. And right now, you can get a 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 with up to $12,000 off MSRP for qualified buyers. They believe in a no-hassle sales experience so you can get the truck you want at a price you'll love without the stress. They're just off Route 23 on 95 in Marion, or you can visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Did someone say jackpot? The Ohio Lottery's Mega Millions jackpot is up to $625 million. That's $625 million. Jackpots start at $50 million and grow faster than ever. Play today and pick up the new $5 Win Big Scratch Off. It has a top prize of $100,000, and non-winning tickets can be entered into My Lotto Rewards for a chance to win Cleveland or Cincinnati football tickets, and even a trip to football's biggest game. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Looking to get your roof or siding replaced this fall? Call the company that delivers an excellent customer experience every time. Newman Roofing. Don't wait. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any Ford-Tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $200 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyears and save up to $200 more. See store for details.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. We had an exciting Thursday night football game between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals last night. Pittsburgh was up 10-0 to start the game, but all of a sudden the Cincinnati Bengals got hot and ended up winning a 33-31 shootout. Jamar Chase had a franchise record 16 catches in the win. The Columbus Blue Jackets were on home ice last night, taking on the Colorado Avalanche. The Jackets scored first on an Ivan Provorov goal, but the Jackets would not score again and lost by a final of 4-1. The CBJ will be back at it tomorrow against the Tampa Bay Lightning at Nationwide Arena. And finally, the Buckeyes will play at Wisconsin tomorrow. Kickoff is at 3:30, and as always, you can catch coverage right here on The Fan. This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations all month long. Call 844-346-1800.
One of these men is bald and fat. The other is T-Bone. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
You can tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. Morning Breath coming up at 8:17. We will hear from some people who should just shut up. We will also, at 8:30, talk to a guy who should not shut up. We're looking forward to talking to former Jackets goaltender. He is Ron Tugnut, going to join us in studio. Jackets tomorrow against Tampa Bay. Big 25th anniversary celebration. Rusty Klesla's in the building. A bunch of former players going to be there. So, been a cool start to the season, at least from that standpoint. All the off-the-ice stuff, with Cam Atkinson taking his retirement lap yesterday. That was a cool moment for the Jackets. Wish they could have gotten a victory after that all happened, but hopefully tomorrow night they can.
I'm not going to lie to you. I've never had the career. Shocker. I haven't had the career where they're going to retire my number or let me retire or something like that and give me like a celebration, unfortunately.
Okay.
But if I did and they lost that game, I'd never talk about the place again.
What about like your high school, Tyvis? You don't think they'd have you back and do something for you?
I told you I wasn't the best player there.
Doesn't matter. Look where you're at now.
See, that's to me, that's disingenuous.
If they come back later and say,
I feel like if I was a dominant player, like an all-American type player in high school, yeah, absolutely. But if I was just another guy and I just so happened to go to college, to go to Ohio State, that's not retirement or Hall of Fame work.
I understand what you're saying. You're a very humble guy, but I don't think just guys get recruited to play at Ohio State.
Right.
I'm saying, I get what you're saying.
I'm telling you,
I
got lucky.
A five-star All-American whatever recruit. But
3 stars. 3 stars matter.
You know who else was 3 stars last I heard was James Laurinaitis, right? Wasn't he a 3-star guy coming out of high school?
James got here. James became a Hall of Famer.
I'm just saying.
Is he in the College Hall of Fame?
I'm sure he is.
If he's not, that's a mark on that institution, and it should be rectified. I'm pretty sure he is, though. You're right. No, I think, Tyvis, at some point, did you ever officially retire from the NFL? Because you know how guys do that, where it's like, that guy hasn't been in the league for years. And then suddenly you'll hear, hey, so-and-so just announced they're retiring today. You're like, 5 years after they quit playing.
No.
Did you ever officially hold? We should do that for you. Let's have a press conference.
It's not even worth it.
No, let's have a press conference where you officially, well, maybe you're not officially retired.
I actually talked to my agent yesterday. He called me randomly.
About the ceremony for your official retirement?
No. He was calling just to check in on me to see what was going on.
That's good.
I was asking him, do he have UFL agents or clients? And he said, yeah, that's not ideal. I don't want that, but I've had a couple. And then I was telling him it's a Columbus team. He was like, are you ready to get back out there? And I said, not a chance. I ain't going back out there. I just want to go against Jeremiah Smith for one rep to show the world that I'll clamp Jeremiah Smith. And then that's it. There is no get backs.
All right, let's get your agent to set that up as quickly as possible. And then we'll do the retirement ceremony after you're in traction, after that whole sequence. That should be fun.
James Laurinaitis not in the College Football Hall of Fame yet, but he has been nominated for the next class.
Is he in Ohio State's Hall of Fame? Yeah, he had something. It was something that he went into the Hall of Fame for. Yeah. I remember watching him go to the ceremony.
Okay,
so it must have been maybe Ohio State.
That must be it. I don't know, Tyvis. You might think about putting the cleats back on if you were getting the money that Curt Cignetti is getting to coach at Indiana, because he inked a deal through 2033 yesterday, an extension. He already was getting paid. Now he's getting paid more. He is getting $11.3 million per year to coach at Indiana. That is almost a 90, I think it's like a $93.25 million contract at Indiana. And we talked about this when his name came up for Penn State, where I said, I'm pretty sure Indiana's going to pay that guy to keep him there. And why would you want to leave to go to Penn State, where maybe you get the same type of money, but you're still going to have expectations that are far different than what you're getting at Indiana? He is in a situation now, all that money guaranteed.
Like it is
full. Oh well, yeah, it's a coaching contract.
$93 million guaranteed contract. So if they decide to fire him next year, which will not happen, the payout will be the highest in college football history. This is my point, though. Is they can do that with him because they're not going to fire him. They will never fire him in Indiana. It will be this contract will run out before they will do that.
Well, I think that I want to say that on Bishop and Friends, which you could catch right after this show every weekday, 9 to noon, that they were talking about how the boosters are behind Kirk Signetti.
Yeah.
And is he, if I remember correctly, Bo saying something about Mark Cuban?
Yep, he's an alum.
Okay. Yeah, so like they're like funding the football team. So that's why Bo's whole thing was he doesn't need to leave because they're going to give him the money. I say all that to say, he was the happiest man in the world when James Franklin got fired.
Right.
Because he said it was the threat. The whole media was, they should go get Kirk Signetti. And all Kirk was saying was, well, you got to pay me. You got to show you want me to be here. Show me how much you want me to be here. And they said, how does $11 million a year sound? And he said, well, that sounds pretty darn good.
I thought it was pretty telling when Matt Rule has been on every podcast. He was on McAfee's show yesterday, and he's like, I got to tell you, I love Nebraska. Did you know next year we're going to be even better than we are this year? He's talking all the time about how much he loves Nebraska. I didn't hear Kurt Signetti say 2 words about how much he loved Indiana because he was in the room with the guys working on the contract, is what my guess is. As soon as that James Franklin news broke, he didn't go find a microphone. He didn't go run into the media to tell everybody how much he loves it, Indiana. He went and got in the room and said, how much does it take to keep me here? And they said, name the price.
See,
and then he got his number.
I don't like Matt Rule. Like, if it does come out that he does take the Penn State job, he's a liar. He's a liar.
I'm telling you.
He's a liar, and how can a player ever trust him again?
Because they'll look at it and say, I'm in the same boat, coach. Because if someone comes up to a player and says, you thinking about transfer? And they're going to say, no, of course not. I love it here at State.
No, you know what you say?
What do you say?
No comment.
No, if you say that, then they go, he's transferring.
No
he's
comment.
100% leaving.
No, I don't.
Yes, they do.
Because if you ask me and I said no comment, and the next year I'm still in the jersey, that's none of your business.
But the guys who say that are never in the jersey. The guys who say no comment are the ones usually that it's like, no comment because I'm leaving. And I'm saying, he's playing it right. Lie through your teeth, and then if you take the other job, just say, hey, you know what? I thought I was going to stay here, and then they called me with a number that I couldn't refuse, and it's a dream job, and then everything goes from I love Nebraska to I love Penn State, and the Nebraska fans will hate you, but what do you care? You're leaving. So I would bet on him 100% to be the one to go take that job, because I think they're looking at him. He has to be their number one candidate now. This would be my guess.
The problem is if they didn't know who they was getting before they fired Franklin, then they shouldn't have fired Franklin.
I tend to agree with you. And I think that they probably made their, whatever you want to say, they probably made their back channel pitch to Kurt Signetti and said, are you interested? And he said, let me take that number right over to the Indiana board. And they got the number he wanted. So that's called a Matt Campbell, by the way, is what they call that move. That's I'm really interested. Hang on just a second. Call your agent, get another number from your school.
We want to give you $11 million a year. He went to Indiana and said, this is what they're giving me. And they said, we'll give you 11.3. Sign it.
Done.
To Tyvis's point, he said Kurt Signetti, probably the happiest person that James Franklin got fired. The domino effect of James Franklin getting fired. We're seeing it right now with Kurt Signetti because there's people out there that are saying, Kurt Signetti's getting this money prematurely. He's only done it for a year and a half. They can go and they can win 7 games the next 3 years, and it doesn't matter.
No,
they were caught between a rock and a hard place where it was like either pay him or let him go to Penn State probably. And that's I think this is going to happen with other coaches. We might see it with Matt Rule.
This happened before. I can't remember what job opened, but remember Mel Tucker got paid. James Franklin signed an extension. I can't remember what job opened. And everybody was like, no, we're going to keep our guy. And they gave them this big extension. And now that's why they in the situation that they're in.
I think you're going to start seeing coaches get extensions. And also, this probably should have happened already. The next time Florida loses, Billy Napier's getting fired.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's been the whole report this week is that, he'll get fired the next time they lose. And it's then fire him now because they will lose again. Why prolong this? Just go ahead and get your names out there and say, we're open for business. But that's a whole nother story. I just think that's stupid.
And what also is a whole better story when that happens, which one of these jobs is actually better? Florida or Penn State? I don't know the answer to that question.
It's a solid question. I don't know the answer either. I mean, I think I think there's a good case to be made for either one, and it depends on the level of support you're going to get from the boosters, which is stuff that I don't know at Florida. I know at Penn State they're pretty locked in. But here's what I'll just add quickly. We haven't talked a lot about that private equity thing where it's billions of dollars. The
I
Big
thought
Ten
they was trending more towards doing that.
Well, yesterday, Michigan and USC, I believe, came out and pretty much squashed that and said, we're not on board. I think everyone has to be on board for them to take the money.
It's not happening then.
But here's the problem. This is a thing about let's get more cash infusion up front and give away a back-end piece of the Big Ten. I don't know how you can look at the spending in the Big Ten and say it's sustainable. Right? Because as much as I think it's cool that Kurt Cignetti's getting his money and he should get whatever he can get from Indiana, let him live. Indiana paying $90 million to a head coach is the reason why you have no money. Why all these Big Ten programs are like, we can't afford to keep up. It's because of the men's basketball team now doing NIL deals. That's why. No, it's not. The reason you can't keep up is because you pay your coaches all this money, you're locked into them, and James Franklin's getting $50 million to go away. That's why you can't afford this. That's why they need private equity. That's why they're looking at taking any cash they can get. It's not because the players need too much money. It's because they've paid these coaches ridiculous sums. And so far, through this hiring cycle, where they're talking about private equity, Indiana said, we don't care. We'll find it. We'll find the money because we got to keep our guy. I wonder how many other schools will take that same approach, or if they'll say, we just can't afford to do that in this day and age.
What's so impressive about him at Indiana is he's doing this with no 5 stars.
I know.
If it ever gets to a point where like they actually can get kids out of high school to come to Indiana, woo.
Oh, who has done the transfer portal better?
Yeah,
Indiana.
Right. He's nailed it.
It's a new age of college football, man.
A lot of them players came from James Madison.
Yeah, but like Fernando Mendoza.
But not this year.
Yeah, he did.
A lot of those guys were seniors that he brought in 2 years ago, and then this year he went and got some of his guys.
He always gets some quarterback. Like Curtis Rourke was at OU?
He was at OU. Yeah, I believe you're right. Yeah. I'm just saying, I think that, and now if you see, they're giving this guy $90 million. I'm a high school senior looking to go somewhere where I can get NIL. You could do worse than Indiana. I'm guessing they're going to have some money for you. We'll come back. Morning Breath is next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Okay, just one crash we're watching. 70 westbound, just past Hilliard Rome Road. We have the right shoulder blocked off in those westbound lanes. Everything else looking right up to speed. 71 picking up into downtown and getting busy on 33 out in Plain City. Make it a great day and a great weekend. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic, sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register at roosterswings.com.
Get Eco.
Hey, Aaron, what are we going to do with these 41 new trucks you bought?
Those extra trucks are to make sure that we can always send someone to the rescue when a customer needs us.
Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians to the rescue.
Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna keep you warm all winter HVAC technicians.
Get Eco.
ECO. Aaron, you bought those 41 new trucks at exactly the right time.
I know, Jerry, because everyone, everywhere, is needing help with their furnace right now.
Summertime is when furnaces develop problems.
The contacts and relays and sensors get all wonky.
Because summertime is when furnaces are not being used.
And our technicians can unwonk them.
Get Eco.
ECO. If you need someone to unwonk your furnace, get Eco.
Our technicians can unwonk anything.
And with 41 new trucks, they can get there fast, fast, fast. Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna keep you warm all winter HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 10/31. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Sonic Temple Art and Music Festival returns May 14th through 17th, 2026. The Black Parade is coming to Columbus with My Chemical Romance. And just announced, Bring Me the Horizon. Every sky will build my friend. Over 40 bands announced so far, with nearly 100 more coming soon. Get your early bird passes now. Sonic Temple, May 14th through 17th in Columbus, Ohio. Secure your pass for only $1 down at sonictemplefestival.com.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Do you have foot pain? Foot pain is not normal regardless of your age or job. Podiatric physicians are the most qualified doctors to care for your feet and can provide important foot care solutions or shoe inserts to better manage foot pain. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and are dedicated to providing the highest quality foot and ankle care. We've been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Join the fan weeknights at 6 for the Buckeye Show. And if you're asking if it's just a bunch of homers rooting for all things Ohio State, yes it is. Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes, the Fan, Ohio sports destination. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Michael Behrens with your latest forecast. A chilly morning out there of temperatures that'll be near the 30s for many. Frosty to the east of Columbus. But we warm up into the mid and upper 60s today with plenty of sunshine, though clouds increase toward the afternoon and evening. A stray shower could come down early Saturday before temperatures surge to the 80s. Showers and storms likely Sunday. That's your latest 10 Weather Impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
Are you working? Because we barely are. It's Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football and quiet quitting. The Fan. Sometimes it's better if people just shut up. Shut up! It's time for Morning Breath.
All right, so we have a couple people who just need to shut up. And I didn't know if we would have audio of this first one. This is not from the world of sports. Again, I don't think Kim Kardashian needs to shut up on everything. In fact, on most things, please say whatever you want. If I were like in her corner, if I were advising her, I would say in the current climate we live in, I would probably not go on a podcast, which she did recently, and talk about how out of touch you are with the cost of goods and services, such as, this is Kim Kardashian telling the Call Her Daddy podcast about how she doesn't know how much milk costs.
I'd like to know a little bit more about what like a milk carton costs, and I don't have a concept of what like certain simple things cost. It could be $1 million.
Oh. Okay. Potentially. Come on. Now, right, she's built a media empire. She and her family are wealthy beyond any means that we could ever understand. All I would suggest is, we literally have people out in the streets saying, eat the rich. Going out there and saying, I don't even know what milk costs is not like the best look, is all I'm telling you right now. Maybe just Google that if you don't know. You can look it up. I can go right now and tell you what it is at Giant Eagle, Kroger, Meijer, any of them, because it's all on the internet.
Well, I think that if memory serves me correct, I believe they live the lifestyle to where, like, if they're going to the store They like call the store and they like shut the store down and then let them do their thing.
That's why I said she could Google it, because like, yes, you or I could just walk into a grocery store and get milk.
That's
like normal people.
I would never want to be that famous.
Neither would I.
Like I don't, like I like to look at my career. It was a good career. It wasn't great. Like Cardell, he's known by everybody. Like if he does something in Columbus,
pretty known
no.
too.
If he does something, like you can tell, like that's Cardell Jones.
Okay.
And it's hilarious because like you have to carry yourself a certain way because you're in the public eye. Everybody know who you are. Yeah. A guy like me, I fly under the radar. You know what I'm saying? Like I might be able to get away. Not that I'm doing anything, but I can get away with something.
You could act a fool if you wanted to.
Yeah, people will be like, I don't know who that is.
But like Cardell can still go to the store and buy milk, right? Like he's at the level of celebrity where he can still go like to the store and do that.
I don't know.
Yes,
Cardell don't seem like I go to the store to get milk type of guy.
Maybe he gets it. Well, you can get even that.
Get it delivered.
You tell me Kim Kardashian can't just say, yeah, I want this food and order. She has an assistant who does that for her. Like that's the thing is it's not just that you can't go to a grocery store. There's lots of people who never step foot in a grocery store now because they do the click list or whatever.
Cali, they got like specific diets over there, like they don't really drink milk.
Okay, fine. I'm just pointing out, I don't feel bad for her when she says I'm out of touch. One, because she's rich, but also like when you're an NFL player, an NBA player, or a Major League Baseball player, to some degree, yes, you sought it out, but also you just happen to be good at a thing. Right? And then people were like, you should go play in college. You should go play in the pros.
Are you saying Kim Kardashian is talented?
What I'm saying is Kim Kardashian definitely chased this level of fame. Lots of guys who get that level of fame in sports didn't chase it. They just were good at a sport. We value that. That elevated their brand, who they are. But some of those guys...
Isn't she a lawyer or something
She's
now?
famous for being famous, I think, to T-Bone's point. Like, that's like...
She's famous because of Ray J.
Well, we know that. That was the first moment of fame. But then right there, she could have said, I don't want any part of this. And that's bad that got out there.
It's more video, than just Ray J.
I'm saying after that...
the whole family is known because of Ray J.
They leaned into, we should capitalize on this. And that's why I don't feel bad for her when she says, I don't know, I can't even go out in public. Yeah, but that's what you wanted. You sought that out.
What I never understood is why do people idolize them? Like that family?
You got me.
That part is mind blowing.
The whole family isn't known because of Ray J. The whole family is known because of OJ. Okay, get it right.
Yeah. That's all very relevant too. Yeah, I would just point out also while we're on the Kardashians, Kris Jenner. I don't know what deal she has made with what demon or underworld.
She looks good.
How that woman has reverse aged, like Bob Costas thinks that she's doing something. Ryan Seacrest is shocked.
Is it legit?
What do you mean? Is it legit? I'm sure it's all.
Is this is she being enhanced? Okay, that's my point.
It's all surgical, but I'm saying like there are lots of people her age who get that surgery done, and then you can tell, and you're instantly like, oh, they tried, but it didn't work. She has figured it out. Whoever her surgeon is, let them live.
Well, there's people out there that think that the Illuminati is real, and these people that are that are young looking, they drink the blood of young people.
Is that right?
And that's how they that's the conspiracy theorists out there. That's not something I believe in. But going back to the milk carton comment, and Harry's in here shadowing me probably to take my job eventually.
Yeah.
He said,
one could only hope.
He said, who calls it a milk carton anyway?
Also that.
I agree. That's funny because that's the first thing I thought about too. Like,
she doesn't even know what the proper lexicon is for
because
it.
She's not getting a carton of milk. She's getting a glass bottle from whatever that store is that charges like $49 for a kumquat. That's what she's getting. She doesn't even get it from like a regular grocery store. It's from one of those super foo-foo stores where it costs ridiculous amounts of money for normal goods and services. They have a store out there. I cannot remember the name of it, but all the Hollywood people go there, and it shocks me when I see the prices of stuff.
Also, is lexicon considered kind of a big word? Because I've been waiting to use this drop.
Excuse me, that was a big word.
That's good. And yes, lexicon is. I believe that's right. Lexicon Luger, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time.
I hate him.
So we also have this audio. This comes from, now this is not directed. I don't want to say Kirby Hocutt should have to shut up. He is the athletics director at Texas Tech. But he was talking about the penalties the Big 12 is putting on, I think, one of the most fun traditions in all of college football, which is throwing a tortilla on the field. That's a thing that Texas Tech fans like to do. And apparently they upped the blick last week with this because they were throwing stuff on the field. Ooh. It resulted in a dust-up between Kansas coach Lance Leopold and Red Raiders coach Joey McGuire, with Leopold yelling at McGuire for the fans' behavior. And then McGuire goes back and says, Coach, I can't do anything about it. What do you want me to effing do about it, essentially? Well, now the Big 12 has stepped in and said, here's what we're going to do about it. And this is Kirby Hocutt telling you what the penalties are for throwing tortillas on the field.
Here is the policy. The first time a tortilla is thrown on the field, there's a PA announcement that's required as a warning. The second time a tortilla is thrown on the field, and they changed it. It's not the field, it's the playing enclosure. So even if it hits the sideline, if it hits behind the end zone, if it's in the playing enclosure, that second strike, it's a 15-yard penalty and a $100,000 fine. Ooh. So the stakes just got a lot higher, a lot quicker on Saturday afternoons.
Yeah. So I just love that college football is a sport where you are going to have multiple coaches get paid over $10 million a year. We just saw Kurt Cignetti get that deal. I'm sure whoever Penn State hires is going to get somewhere in that ballpark. You will see a couple other coaches probably re-up their deals and get over $10 million. In the same breath as that, we have places where they say, listen, we will fine you six figures if you throw tortillas on the field. And I love it. I think that's hilarious. And by the way, could you imagine if you throw a tortilla on the field and you cost your school $100,000? Most expensive tortilla in the history of tortillas.
That's more. That's more than a tuition.
You know what? You're right. That's yeah. But you know what? Texas Tech has the money. I don't feel bad for them. They've got the billionaire with the oil money. He's out there. He can pay those fines always. Keep throwing tortillas on the field.
Makes me think of the Browns, and didn't the Browns have like a bottle gate?
Oh yeah, that's
like it was like
absolutely.
This was like what 2003 or something like that. It was playing Jacksonville.
That was a long time ago. Yes,
and I tell you what, it was the wildest thing I've ever seen in my life. Where the dude, they caught the ball and gave him the first down. They ran another play, and then like said that they ran another play and then challenged the play 2 plays ago.
The refs came back and said, we're actually challenging the other play, even though the ball had been snapped.
You can't do that.
Yes, and so then they reversed the call, and then the refs, of course, the Browns lost that game, and then the refs tried to leave the field. That was when they were throwing bottles, and everybody yelled at the Browns fans for that. You know what? Good job, Browns fans. You should have thrown bottles. Teach these idiot refs. They don't have any other accountability, so yes, throw bottles on the field. That's what I say. I don't really mean that, but spiritually, I mean that. I mean that in the best way, enthusiastically. I mean that. All right, 2 minutes away. We're going to talk with Ron Tugnut. Jackets legend will join us next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and happy Friday. Just one crash we've got our eyes on 70 westbound just past Hilliard Rome Road. The right shoulder slightly blocked off as crews clear that out. Everything else looking right up to speed. Getting busy on 270 near Easton and on 71 as you pass Polaris. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Behind the O. Buckeye fans, Behind the O is now in the App Store. Free for fans, NIL for athletes. Download the Behind the O app today.
October is Car Care Month. Visit your local AAA Tire and Auto Service location and save $40 on any repair of $150 or more. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Offer valid October 1st through October 31st. See store for details.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
The kitchen drain has had enough. The toilet's called it quits. The faucet in the master bath, it's throwing childish fits.
In a flash, I'm at your door to win your water war. I battle leaks and clogs and drips until I are no more. Free service call with your plumbing repair. Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Did someone say jackpot? The Ohio Lottery's Mega Millions jackpot is up to $625 million. That's $625 million. Jackpots start at $50 million and grow faster than ever. Play today and pick up the new $5 Win Big Scratch Off. It has a top prize of $100,000 and non-winning winning tickets can be entered into My Lotto rewards for a chance to win Cleveland or Cincinnati football tickets and even a trip to football's biggest game. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
When it comes to your roofing, siding, or gutter needs, call Newman Roofing. 614-NEW-ROOF. NewmanRoofing.com.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Just a reminder, Tyvis thinks all pizza tastes the same. Also a reminder, Tyvis was born without taste buds. You're listening to Bone and Tyvis.
I always like it when we can actually have guests in studio. A lot of times we do them over the phone, but joining us now in studio is a guy who was here from the onset for the Blue Jackets, obviously, and we are honoring the 25th anniversary of the Jackets this weekend. Tampa Bay game tomorrow night at Nationwide. Goalie Ron Tugnut joining us in studio. Thanks for coming out here, Ron. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, guys. This is great.
So I know now you're living up in Canada and up north of Toronto, right? Or a little east of Toronto?
Yeah, a little northeast of Toronto.
Okay.
It's a place called Peterborough.
Right on. And but how often do you get back to Columbus? Because I was wondering, just from you being here when the Jackets started to seeing now kind of what Jackets fandom is, how different is that for you? And how often do you get to come back here?
I was always making periodic returns back. I had friends. In the 2 years we were here, we have lifelong friends that they come to us or we come here. And usually when I come, I try to mix in a game or something, unless it's summertime. And so over the years, I've got to see the whole town change and the whole downtown area change. And this is the first time I'd be able to bring my wife with me for the event, and she was walking around last night in the downtown because it's been since 2002. She was here.
Oh, wow.
And she was like, oh, my goodness. Like she was trying to remember how they parked the cars, the wives and stuff back then. She goes, it's way nicer now. This is good. So they've done a wonderful job down here, and it's just always great to come back.
Obviously, things have changed for the Columbus Blue Jackets as well. New management, new coaching. Have you been able to watch them this year? What's been your thoughts on them? Obviously, it's young guys, and they got a Charlie Coyle, a veteran guy on there. What have you been seeing out of this team that you like?
Well, I think the most important thing is the compete level is very high.
Mm-hmm.
I think they play an exciting brand of hockey. There's many teams in the league that you'll fall asleep during the first period. But their brand of hockey, the Blue Jackets, they do play fast. They do make some mistakes, but they try to make up for the mistakes and with effort to get back and so forth. But at the end, they make plays, and it's a good product on the ice, and it's a good team to watch. It's I know they're considered a smaller base, but I have friends that are doing a lot of stuff with the NHL, and they said that Columbus is a team that you have to watch out for. It's not an easy out, and they said that they're an exciting team to watch.
Well, I know in your career you had, a lot of hockey that you played in net, and obviously we've got two netminders here who are both vying for time. What is that situation like for you when you were playing as a goaltender? What do you think Jet Greaves, Elvis Merzlikins going through their heads as they, day to day are trying to show, hey, I should be the one out there getting the call to go out and be in net tonight?
Well, you're in a good position if you feel that they're both competing for the ice time. I think if you have a designated one and a designated two, it's very obvious. But the competition in net is very important. I think that it brings the best out of both guys. They both want to play. But on the other hand, you still have to be a great teammate. So I see that it's a good thing that they're going to compete, and whoever deserves the net's going to get the net. At the end of the day, they're about winning. You want to win games, and whichever guy gives you the best chance. And if you feel you give the best chance and you're not playing, you better play better, because the coach isn't feeling what you're feeling. So that's the guy you got to convince. So there's competitions throughout the lineup, not just goaltending, but forwards, defense. Everybody competes for ice time. And I think that Dean's made that very clear that you only get what you deserve.
Ryan, I've been watching hockey now for a couple of years now, so it's very new to me. One of the terms that I learned is called standing on your head as a goalie. Now, I did some research, and I found out that you have the most saves in a regular season game, where you save 70 out of 73 That is considered standing on your. What was going through your mind?
Well, it's either standing on my head or flopping on my butt. It was one or the other. But the style of play back in the early 90s was different than what it is today. And the goalies play a much more structured position than we did. We were, they're very athletic, the goalies now, but I think that we were strictly fully athletic. Like we were doing splits and doing things, and the guys now are big and they move so well, and that's what makes them athletic. But our style back then was more splits and flipping and flopping, and that was a good day. I'm a small guy, and to handle that workload, it was a fun day. I enjoyed that.
Former Jackets goaltender Ron Tugnutt joining us here in studio. So I go back to the time because I was, my dad actually he was one of the guys who helped out in the suite level and like getting people in and out. That was like he took a part-time job doing that first year of the Jackets. So like I remember watching those games and being just thrilled because I grew up in Columbus and we had pro sports here. We had the Columbus Crew for a couple years and they were playing at Ohio Stadium. Other than that, we had minor league baseball and we had Ohio State football and basketball, and that was kind of it. So when the Jackets came to town, that was a thing where we all said, oh, see, look, we are a big town. We are for real. We have like an NHL franchise. And I just remember how the city, it seemed like for years, no matter what the results were, that building was packed and loud and crazy. What do you remember from those early days of Jackets games where, maybe now fans who have moved to Columbus since then or maybe weren't around at that time or didn't know about it, what do you remember from those early days of Jackets history with the fans specifically?
To start with, I remember the first time coming to Columbus because I had never been here before. I didn't know much about it, and it was, as a Canadian kid, I said, okay, where exactly is this place, And once I arrived here, I was like, this is a way bigger city than I expected it to be, and I was wondering why there wasn't, like the pro teams of baseballs. I know they have the soccer team and stuff, but
yeah.
I was surprised they didn't have one to begin with. So I felt that it was a great position for us to be in, to be the first one. You know what I mean? And to get in there and be the teams or be the city's first team, pro team, and have the fan base jump behind that, because I think they were ready for something like that. Of course, Ohio State is massive and it's huge, and I remember when I was first here going, okay, they have two massive hockey arenas within a mile of each other here, and that just tells you how big Ohio State is. But it really showed that, a team belonged here, and our fan base jumped on board right away. They were waiting for a team that they could get behind, and the McConnells brought that to Columbus.
And you were here from 2000 to 2002. So obviously, once you leave a place, you always kind of keep your eyes on it over the years. Has there been a goalie for the Blue Jackets that you was like, you know what? I like his game.
I don't know. They always seem to have a good one. You know what I mean? And I really like Greaves. I think that he's a smaller guy, so I'll probably tend to lean towards that, because all the guys are now 6'4", and to see a guy that, I'm not saying he's small because he's not by any means, but he doesn't look like a bunch of the other guys, and he plays maybe a style that's a little bit different than the others, but there's no question he really competes hard. So they've always been able to find a goalie that's going to give them a chance, and I think they have two now.
Yeah, and goalie Bob back in the day, Sergei Bobrovsky, when he was here, was kind of probably one of those days where obviously, a guy who could do a lot in net as well. I think it's fascinating, though, that you being like kind of on the smaller side of goalies, that more like athletic, like you were talking about, watching the way the game has progressed, do you ultimately think it's a good thing the way goaltending has progressed? Does it matter to you as a guy who used to play a different style?
No, I think all positions evolve. People learn from others, and you basically, you're taking information of what other guys do to improve your own game, and you're trying to, because it works. And I think that it's the biggest part of the game. You can't win without a good goalie. You can't win the playoffs unless your goalie is on his game. So I think that there's a little bit of pressure and stress there. But I don't think any of the guys in the league are feeling any of that stress. They're pretty confident guys.
Go ahead, Tyvis.
No, you got it.
I was just going to say, Ron Tugnutt joining us here in the fan studios. I would be remiss if I didn't bring this up, because when I was in high school and the Vote Tugnutt shirts and the campaign came out, I'm watching these commercials and I'm seeing the new Jackets goaltender delivering a baby on the news. They had these commercials running, and it's, hey, I'm Ron Tugnutt, vote Tugnutt this fall. And it was just, it was such a cool campaign. And it was one of those things I feel like this city specifically needed to kind of get some attention for the Jackets, just because we didn't know hockey as well as I think the city does now. We needed somebody to gravitate to. And you ended up being that guy for a lot of early Jackets fans who just said, hey, Ron Tugnut's in that. We know that guy. And we could get behind that.
Yeah. And, that whoever thought of that, I say to this day, that was the most fun I've ever had, doing things. I showed up and I'm walking through farm fields and stuff, and it was seriously a lot of fun. I woke up in the morning. I said, "What do we have on today? What?" And they said, "Oh, you're going to deliver a baby today." and it was just like, so everything was. I didn't know what we were going to be doing that day. Oh, you're going to be patting some cows in a farm field, talking to a farmer. I said, oh my God, So we were going around doing all this stuff, and the finished product. I was like, I can't wait to see the finished product. And I think it was just because of the time of year, there was a campaign going on, or a presidential race going on, and somebody came up with this idea to do it. And I think that me being the free agent signing, they said, well, let's put Ron in there, and he's our free agent signing along with Lyle Oderline. And maybe I outdid Odie for the position. They felt I was more the guy to deliver a baby than him, I guess. But so it was so much fun, and they made it fun when we arrived here. And that first year team was truly a fun team to be around.
Well, what are the feelings that are going to be going through your head tomorrow night when you get to go back out there and see all this and get to be part of that celebration? I assume you're looking forward to it, obviously, but any nerves for that? Do you get a little excited just to see some of your former teammates?
The cannon. Tell them looking forward to hearing that cannon.
Apparently the cannon's a new cannon now, and I'm like, geez, what was wrong with the old one? That scared the...
Oh, we got to have bigger and better, louder.
Oh, yes. Man. It's, as you get older, you just get nervous about everything, I think. I was probably nervous coming into here, to hang out and talk with you guys and think about all the old days and stuff. But the biggest thing that hit me is when Todd Chirac reached out and said, we're doing celebrations, 25th anniversary celebration. I went, 25 years.
Oh,
25 years. I said, geez, and it just went by way too fast.
I have that now with music, where albums that I like, the bands are like, we're going on our 20th anniversary tour of this specific album. I'm like, the one that I listened to when I was an adult and grown, and I'm, nope, not allowed. I can only imagine how that felt for you. So, well, thanks for coming in today. We're looking forward to it tomorrow night, and hopefully Jackets get a win along with that celebration. Should be a lot of fun.
That'll be great. They always play Tampa well, so I think that they beat them in that playoff series. They always play them well, so I'm looking forward to the game for sure, and looking forward to the whole event. I haven't seen a couple of those guys in quite a few years, and looking forward to it.
There you go. Perfect. Ron Tugnut here in studio. We'll come back and hit the buzzer next. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Friday. We're watching a crash on 33 out in Plain City. This is going westbound. We've got the right lane blocked off right near Post Road because of a crash. Expect delays as you head out over there. Everything else moving along right up to speed. Make it a great day and a great weekend. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
Your game day headquarters is here at ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus, the only place to watch and win. Catch every play on more than 30 TVs and over 50 feet of video wall. Score tickets, signed professional and college sports memorabilia, and pen cash prizes. Join the watch parties for every home team game with a tailgate buffet and bucket specials. Plus, get official game day swag with every table reservation. Game day lives here, only at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
They're trained. They're fired up.
Let's do it.
When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Bills piling up? CME can help you wrap up your debt into one simple, manageable signature loan with rates starting as low as 8.75% APR. Instead of juggling stacks of statements, let CME help you unwrap peace of mind this season. APR from 8.75%. Terms and eligibility apply. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit CMEFCU.org.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 10/31. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
I'm back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Visit the Good Feet store today. Walk-ins are always welcome. Visit the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road at Grove City.
Make your Halloween a good deal spookier at Meijer with frighteningly good low prices. To celebrate my favorite holiday of the year, get 25% off costumes for you and your little creatures. Select fun-sized bag candy is only $9.99. Indoor party decorations and throws are also 25% off. Perfect for turning your home into a chillingly fun, spooky house. The selection and savings at Meijer are enough to make you go wonderfully batty. You see what I did there, batty? Halloween at Meijer, always a ghoulishly good deal better.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could dump all your problems on someone else's back? Well, when you wake up to a clogged drain or a plumbing issue, make that Mr. Rooter's problem.
Call 855-MISTERS today or MrRooter.com.
Call Mr. Rooter. He'll be there quick.
Your new Columbus home for the Jim Rome Show is The Fan 2.
Catch the live experience weekdays from 3 to 6.
Just one requirement. Have a take and don't suck. The Fan 2, Columbus's home of the Jim Rome Show. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Tyvis Powell helped the Buckeyes win a national championship. T-Bone watched Tyvis Powell help the Buckeyes win a national championship. Equally important. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Ron Tugna joined us in studio. If you missed it, go back, watch it on YouTube, or go get the podcast. Wherever you get podcasts, just go search up T-Bone and Tyvis. You will find it right there. It comes to your device free of charge every single day once you hit that like and subscribe button, so do that now. Bo Bishop is here. Bo, you were in town for a good portion of early Jackets time. What are some memories you have of the earliest days that you were here of the Jackets history?
Best story I have, I was visiting my wife who was at Channel 4 at the time. And we would I want to say at that time she was anchoring weekends, and I would meet her at Hyde Park on the Cap for dinner and in between. And I was sitting at a bar at a table at the bar, and I looked over, and I mean, it was pretty obvious to me who it was. It was Sergei freaking Fedorov. And I went, whoa, like that's one of the 5 best players on the planet, or was in recent memory.
Yeah.
He was either dating or had dated Anna Kournikova. I can't remember if he still was or wasn't. The old heads will remember who she is quite well.
Oh, yeah.
And
quite the age gap at the time for those. Yeah, that was the story.
Yeah. And I remember just thinking to myself, like, that is one of the most famous hockey players on the planet. And he's sitting at the bar and no one knows who he is.
Yes.
exactly right.
Nobody knew who he was. And I thought, oh my God, he's got to think this is the greatest place ever. He's being left completely alone.
That was
having
a thing.
A steak on a Saturday night.
I remember hearing that from Jackets players, and also there were some crew players that had played in like Guillermo Barros Schelotto had played in Argentina in like the biggest, like the Yankees of Argentina was where he played all his career. And he came to Columbus, and I remember him and Gino Padula, another guy that was on teams with him, they would marvel that they could go to Cheesecake Factory at 9 o'clock at night and everyone would leave them alone. No one would bother them or their families. Because it's just, we weren't as familiar with these sports when they first came. Now I think that's changed. But at that time, you're right.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if, like, surely, like, the diehard hockey folks would. But, like, I don't know if, certainly not Werenski or one of the top-end guys. But if somebody who's a third, fourth-line guy walked into a restaurant and didn't announce themselves, I don't know if I think they'd have anonymity.
That's fair. I think it might be a little more now where a little word of mouth would get around. Like, I think that's a Jackets player. And then people would start Googling and maybe figure it out.
Bo, I'm mad at you. I'm actually kind of sad at you because
all I've done is mentor you, be there for you when you have tears at night.
This one right here, you steer me in the wrong direction on this one because your favorite line is, a man's got to know his limitations. I'm a man, I'm 40.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Joe Flacco is out there balling. I mean, so that means, Bo, that you technically still can get out on that basketball court and get it done. I'm just saying.
I play 2-on-2 with the boys every weekend. I mean, we go full court 2-on-2 every weekend. But I'm not getting. I'm going 3-point line to 3-point line, buddy.
As someone who has occasionally played a little pick of basketball,
not going in the.
I will give you one shot at trying to stop you at the 3-point line. If that doesn't happen, I'm running back up court for the outlet. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. No thanks. I was so happy for him last night. I was just so happy for him because it's, they really have no weapons to speak of down the field in Cleveland that make you give pause at all. How many targets did Jamar have? 23?
Yeah. 16 receptions,
tied for third most in NFL history.
So, and Higgins, what did he end up with? Like 50? I went to bed. I didn't see the very end of it. Did he end up with like 12 targets, 13?
I think so. And he ended up with, I want to say 5 or 6 catches, but let's
pull it up.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, you're right. He had weapons.
T. Higgins had 6 catches on 10 targets.
Okay, so 33 targets to those two cats. Sounds pretty smart to me. If I had those two guys, that's probably what I would do too. And I just think Joe's got to be going, this is the greatest thing ever.
I don't know.
At my age, I get to throw to these two?
It was enjoyable. It was a lot of fun. I do think there's a part also where you have to acknowledge that both those defenses allowing the combined age of 81 years of quarterback just torch you on both sides, right? Steelers had that with Aaron Rodgers too. But it was fun to watch. It was a compelling game. It was very interesting. And the Bengals schedule now opens them up to feeling a little hope, I think, after they saw what they did yesterday.
4-4 next week. They got the Jets, so you get to 4-4. Joe gives you hope. He gives you belief, and away you go. I mean, we saw it a couple of years ago in Cleveland when we took him to the playoffs with that run in December. So, yeah, he's going to be fun for them. They're going to enjoy it.
A lot of Buckeye-Wisconsin discussion, I'm sure. What else do you have coming up on the show today?
Oh, it's your Football Friday Fest, buddy. Tim and Doug will drop by. All the football that you need. How about Signetti? Cash, dude. Oh. God.
Let him live.
How many coaches are going to get paid off of the Penn State opening?
You're exactly right. That's called the Matt Campbell, where you take the call and then you go run to your attorney and your AD and say, here's the number they gave me, and then you get some more money.
And then the irony of it is Franklin benefited from that as much as anybody, and now it's him who's being replaced.
Yeah.
That's why the buyout's so big. Barber gave him that massive contract. I think it was because of a USC opening or something. Who knows if they were
we were
really
trying to remember which one it was, but yeah, you're right. There were a lot of guys.
Contract, and it's like, well, why would you? What are we doing?
That was around the time Mel Tucker got paid at Michigan State, if memory serves. Like it was, there are a lot of guys getting paid.
Did they ever have to give Mel his money, though?
I don't think they did because of the controversy. I think he had a little scandal. Yeah, I think he got some of that voided. That's right.
Jimbo got all 76, though.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Texas A&M.
Yeah. Well, we'll be listening 3 hours, Football Friday, coming up on Mission Grid Friends. Thanks, Bo. We appreciate it.
Have a great weekend.
There you go.
Sometimes it's better if people just shut up.
Or hit the right button. How about that?
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Find your local Bryant Heating and Cooling dealer at Bryant.com.
I moved everything around today. I thought I remembered where it was. Tyvis, next week it's you hitting these buttons. I'm done.
You
I'm retiring.
fat fingered it.
I did, exactly right. Player heights have been updated for some of the NBA teams. The Charlotte Hornets, as we like to call them, they updated the height of one LaMelo Ball, who you might know was 6'7". And if I'm not mistaken, if I know my meme lore, I believe the whole 6'7" thing started with him saying his height was 6'7", something like that.
Is that where it came from?
I'm pretty sure that's where it came from. So now that he's 6'6", can we be done with that, please?
Well, the problem
Can that end now?
This is how I know that I'm old, because I don't know where it is. I don't know what it means.
That's what I'm pretty sure it came from, was him saying he was 6'7", and that went viral. And now a bunch of kids just say it. Well, he's 6'6", so let's leave 6'7" alone. Please, let's go. That's it for us. Fishman Friends are next. Have a great Friday and a great weekend. We will see you Monday. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and happy Friday. Still watching a crash on 33 westbound right at Post Road. We've got the right lane blocked off out in the Plain City area. Expect some delays as you head out over there. Everything else looking nice and clear. 71 into downtown picking up. Same thing with 33 on the southeast side. Make it a great day and a great weekend.